What's up guys, Rogue9 here, and now that the new season for Rainbow Six Siege, Operation Grim Sky, is about to kick off, I want to give you a hands-on insight into the brand new operator Maverick. Let's go ahead and take a look. So, if you've been following the news and leaks around the upcoming season, you will already know that Maverick's gadget will be a blowtorch that can melt through barricades, walls, floors, reinforced surfaces, castle barricades, and even your opponents. But before we get into the details of the gadget, let's first go over the basic info for this character. He will be a 3-speed, 1-armor operator, which will make him a great attacker, especially when you combine this with his great-looking weapons. I will of course break these guns down in detail once I return from the 6 majors in Paris, but from my first brief experience, these guns look awesome. He has access to 2 new primary weapons. One, a regular M4 chambered in 5.56mm, a gun that we have seen in many different versions in the game already. Ash, Thermite, Buck, and Jackal all have AR-style guns already, and Maverick's M4 will be a welcome addition to this lineup. But that's not all. What is better than a great AR-style gun? An AR converted to use the hard-hitting 50 caliber Beowulf, of course. Even though this setup is still technically an assault rifle, it is probably best compared to the DMRs in-game with its 10+1 shot capacity, 62 points of baseline damage, and semi-auto only fire mode. As a sidearm, Maverick will get a Sig Sauer 1911 TAC Ops, which will be very similar to the M45 Musoc that has been in the game since launch, but will have a capacity of 8 instead of 7 shots with a slightly different damage profile. 3-speed and great-looking guns make Maverick a strong addition to the Rainbow Six roster already, and then there is his gadget. Contrary to initial assumptions, Maverick is not primarily a hard breacher. The fuel for his torch is so limited that you can barely create a crouch-sized hole even if you use up all of the fuel you have. It is still possible to make a hole, but not much more than one, and it's going to take some time. So if he's not really a breacher, then what is his torch supposed to be good for? Well, firstly, the torch is almost completely silent, and that can be a huge advantage if you've managed to maneuver yourself into a position from where a quick, silent little peek hole can open up some great sightlines that can help disrupt the movement of the defenders. This can be especially powerful when Maverick cooperates with other attackers such as Blackbeard or Glaz. And that is actually something of an unofficial theme for the whole season, cooperation, because this is also where Maverick's other great strength comes in. Since his torch will not be affected by either Mute or Bandit, Maverick will actually take on a new role that is more along the line of what Thatcher currently does. If you come up to a protected reinforced wall, a couple of quick holes burnt along the bottom of the wall can allow attackers to deal with any batteries or jammers before Hibana or maybe Thermite move in to open up the wall properly. Bandit tricking especially could be a technique that we will see disappear almost overnight, since it will be far too dangerous for Bandit to attempt to place down batteries if his feet are exposed to gunfire. Of course, these mini breaches will work both ways, so defenders could also be able to contest any peeking attackers or any Thermite trying to place a breaching charge. For this reason, I would say that Hibana would probably be the better partner for Maverick, and this support could go both ways, since you know those annoying times when you place down 2 groups of X-Kairos pellets close together and a thin strip of metal reinforcement is left between them? Well, good news everyone! Now we have an operator who can cut away that pesky bit of metal in a heartbeat. Thank goodness. So there we have it. I have to admit that this was not quite what I was expecting with Maverick. I was initially more excited about Clash, since I thought that Maverick would be just another hard breacher that would work slightly differently to the existing 2, but would essentially fulfill the same role. But this is definitely not what we're getting. Instead, we're getting a very promising fragger who can match up with many other operators in order to form some really powerful combinations. Whether that is as a breaching assistant or as a kill hole maker, Maverick is definitely an operator which I very much look forward to playing more. What are your thoughts on this op? Was it what you were expecting? Let me know in the comments section below, and if you want an insight into the other new operator Clash, then look no further than the end card, where I will have a link to a video dedicated to her. And with that, thanks so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I will see you in the next episode.